Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for combos.
Let's see how long the opponent lets us do cool things.
Triggers. What is happening? Commanders.
In my opinion, the most broken deck you're gonna see. Monkeys!
This is Historic Brawl. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, I'm cooking up something special for you with Rocco Street Chef in Historic Brawl. Now don't let the Naya color combination fool you. We're going to be doing some real damage with this deck while also getting absurd value. I think that you're going to be very impressed with what this commander does and what it can throw down. You've seen it in my standard videos. At the beginning of each end step, already messed that up. At the beginning of your end step, each player exiles the top card of their library. Until your next end step, each player may play the card they exiled. This way, whenever a player plays a land from exile or casts a spell from exile, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and create a food. So, you are giving your opponent some cards, but you are benefiting when they play those cards. This means that the opponent is going to be curving out better than normal because of your Street Chef. However, as they do it, they are giving you small advantages. You have to turn those into big advantages, and in a way, you also have to play like a tempo deck that just kind of makes better use of these cards than they do. And it's hard because we're not in blue, so tempo is very difficult. But as you can see, my curve is insane. There's a lot of 1-mana plays, both to protect our commander and board and to disrupt our opponent, as well as get ahead on mana and cards. Then there's just a curve of really powerful effects that get us further and further ahead and do greater and greater things. Because we're making food, we have artifact and synergies that are very powerful, like Nettle Cyst and Inspiring Statuary as some great payoff cards. And we have cards like Wicked Wolf that we don't play in other decks that are great because of the food synergy. Overall, this deck is way more fun than I expected. I think that if you give this one a chance, even those of you who like blue and drawing a bunch of cards will be impressed by how much you can do with Rocco Street Chef. As we're going to be attacking for a lot, we're also going to be playing a ton of cards and getting a bunch of counters and just a ton of cool interactions that you don't get to see in every other deck. So let's dive in. Let the Rocco Street Chef Historic Brawl nonsense begin. Opponent goes first. We will keep this hand with all the right colors. It's a little slow, but being on the draw means you rarely get to play the game you want to play. How to do it? I guess we'll go with the tapped Foundry. Hold the bauble. We get a free damage from the Fireweaver. Okay. I suspect a Hydra next turn. Ferrari's Wake. And there it is. Pelucranos Reborn. 4/5 reach. Could be scarier. Let's get Elite. Defiler of Vigor, Bristling Hydra. Yeah, some Hydra synergy. Let's take the Defiler. Card is huge and scary and wins games. Cold Steel Heart. Why do they play that when they could have had a Bristling Hydra or a Relic? Maybe next turn they're going to kick a Relic? Yeah, they're trying to go for huge mana. All right. Well, that's exciting in its own way. Here comes a treasure. Here comes the damage. Here comes an Incubation Druid. Don't attack into Secret Reach. Or are they just going to transform into a 6/6? I mean, could kill it, but then they get 2 Hydras, so no. Fine. Take another damage. Let's drop the Mirari's Wake. Let's drop the Paradise Druid. Smash. I know, they got some lifelink. It's going to be a tough one. What does that do? Hydra spells cost 4 less. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, it fights. Okay. I ain't targeting nothing. Forget that. Once upon a time, there was Tireless Tracker. And a Street Chef. And treasures or food? Food or treasures? Might need a lot of food. Because we're going to have to gain a lot of life to fight this. How about you? Do you hit and reach? You don't hit and reach. Rah. Show him what's up. Give him the business. All right. Exile an awesome card. Lauren? Lauren's not terrible. How about them? Gives out trample. Sweet. Well, it's an enchantment creature, so they do offset, kinda. Here's a relic. Here's a rally the Hydra ranks. Our opponent's got the Hydra deck. They really have done it. The scientists were too busy questioning whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should. Trample? No trample. Trample, no trample. No trample. Trying to decide if some of these have kind of run their course. Let's sack this clue and see what we see. Hazard. Hazard, huh? Whenever this or another non-token dies. Dies, you say? It's 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Zap. No, wait, it fights. I forgot about the fight. They fought the wrong thing. They fought the wrong thing. Oh my god. One stupid deserves another. I forgot about the fight. If they had fought one of these, their Hydra wouldn't die. It'd be a disaster. All right, we are still here. We did not die from this. All right, play Lauren. Counter on the Druid, so it taps for 3. Destroy the rally the ranks, I guess. Play this. Make clue. Draw a card. Signet. Sure. Do I need my 4-3? Or do I need my 4-2, I should say. I think I do. Racing all this has been kind of a fail. Dusk Legion Duelist can draw some sweet cards and get us in this. Who wants a counter? How about you? A little Vigilance. Here comes the big old Defiler. But the food is here. End of turn. Eat food. Mirari's Wake doing a lot of heavy lifting. Defiler Vigor, though. Ooh, kindling. Kindling, kindling, kindling. Definitely doing this. Let's build up Rocco now. And this. To your face. We haven't played a land, so our tracker doesn't have a clue. Huh? Well, now we're going in because we've got the Kindling, which can feed us cards like Banefire, which could definitely end this game. Exile. Protection spell. Nice. The banner. Is it going to name Hydra? I've seen it all. I've seen everything. I can retire. Faceless Agent, also a Hydra. Play it for free because of Gargos. Casting Ulvenwald Hydra for 2. Incredible. Actually for 1 because they use Defiler. Their Hydra synergy plan popping off. All right, drawing Nettle Cyst is kind of a fireball of its own. We draw. We nom. Actually, we don't nom anymore, right? The Nettle Cyst. None of these, I tell you, are a Banefire. 10 life, though. I'll take the Bolt of Lightning. All right, how much reach we got? We got 1 reacher over there. How do we get past it? Can any of you sneak through the Hydra defenses undetected? Let's escape. To the wilds. None of you sneak past the Hydras. Son of a bitch. Goose. Land. 1 counter here for the card draw. Might be a removal spell. It is! We did it! I think. Hold on. Let me just figure out my stuff here. There's only 1 creature with the sneaky reach. Nope, there's 2. Their commander has sneaky reach. Son of a... If we target anything, they fight. So actually, we haven't saved ourselves. We don't even want something to die, right? Or no, that's only when it's transformed the death benefit kicks in. So right now, something blocking is fine for us. Nettle Cyst. We will force you to block. Cacaw. I guess I could take 1 more shot at a removal spell, a Swords to Plowshares. Ugh. I guess I could take 2 more shots at a removal spell, like Swords to Plowshares. That would have done it. That would have done it. Covert go stupid. All right. Now what? This is going to leave it end step, so we have to use it. We should try to conceal the sword so they don't get a chance to disenchant it or otherwise remove it. Goose. I would keep putting counters on Duelist to draw cards, but it only triggers once a turn. This just got exiled, so this can stay. There's 1 spare mana. Do we want to use it in any way? I say no. I say no. Land, they get a Chromatic Lantern. Cool. Nykthos for 10. Good God. And they have Banner. They could go so crazy. They could go so crazy. All right, they are trying to transform it so when their stuff dies, they get more Hydras. Do we respond with a Fateful Absence? If we do, this fights something. Whenever a creature you control becomes a target of a spell, this fights up to 1 thingy. I guess, what's are you going to fight? Rocco? I've got the safekeeping, right? But I can't cast both because I don't have the mana correct. Because I wasted a mana. All right. They're like, what do I fight? What do I fight? Who do I fight? Who do I... I'm going to fight that one. Okay. You fought the tracker. And redraw. And they swing. Oh God, what have I done? Sending a message. I guess Rocco is like kind of some free value. Blocking the 8/8 doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm gonna put the counter on it. Maybe they were just insulted that I was still at 25 and they wanted to right that wrong before death. Or they play Wrath of God. What is it? 3 is kind of overkill at this point, right? Bang! We crackle with power. Hidden burn mode activated. Omnath, Locus of All. We are on the draw. Our hand might be missing a color, which could ruin it, so mulligan. How about this? This is a turn 2 Rocco. We have struck it rich. We can retire. Ornithopter of Paradise. Should I de-ramp the opponent? Or should I Rocco? On the draw is so hard. But we'll Rocco. I don't have any protection in sight. Just gotta go for it. There's the savior. Ooh, they have key to the archive. But if they play the key, we can knight it. Oh, they can't play it. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. All right. Here comes the doggo. Mana a little awkward if we had another white source there, but I also want to play the Copperline Gorge. I guess I could have just played the Aganjo. Still, I can also save these removal spells for the thing that the Ornithopter casts. They already showed us they have a few mana problems. Here it comes. I'm daddy. Thinking, thinking, thinking. Can't play the tracker this turn and also do this. There it is. The commander removal. Very important. Very, very important in this game. All right, let's dash you. Let's get us some. Put a counter on the doggo so it can attack for extra damage this turn. They're going to keep that goose. Don't blame them. Crucius. Can't cast that. Too bad. Thorin's Escape, though. We have protection up because of the treasure. Awesome. So a Wrath, unless it's like a Farewell, is just fine. Ooh, that's not fine. That is not fine at all. Here mana is good. They are at 10 though. 10 not much. And they keep playing their lands. Thank you. They do have a block courtesy of Goose. The Aganjo can take down the dragon. Here's my Mox Amber. What else are we playing? The Knight can take down the Ornithopter. But maybe we're just supposed to dash Ragavan again. Here we come. What you gonna do about it? I'm gonna get a chump from the goose. That's a treasure and an exiled card. It is Meeting of the Five. Don't think I'll be casting that. Yeah, that's a bit out of my range, huh? All right. Let's go with Tracker. Hazard. Do I cast the escape or do I hold? If I cast it, they might respond with removal, but I've got Selfless Savior. At the same time, I'm giving up a treasure to make a food and a +1/+1 counter. I don't think that's really... That's not necessarily worth it, right? You get Captain Lannery Storm. Ew. Oh, gross. Look at all this crap. No big... I mean, no removal, though. They have Otawara. That's it. And they're at 6 life. Can I figure this out? I need to keep the Atraxa from connecting. How do I do that? Big stupid card. Nothing. Discard to hand size, you scum. Chromium. All right, gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. But I think there's a way. I think I see at least the makings of a way. Out of there. How do I get one more +1/+1 counter on Rocco? I don't know if I can. I can cast the Wake. If I do that, I'm all out of mana, right? And I need the mana. What you got? No, not that block. Don't make that block. Okay. So they got 5 coming through, and I don't have any way to remove Rocco. I was hoping that Atraxa would block something, and I could Seed of the Empire my own thing. But the opponent is just too freaking smart. I just need a way to remove my own Rocco from combat with this draw. That's a land. Pretty sure the game just left us. The top of the library was not giving useless mana. However, they still got to get out of it, and there wasn't any removal there, so they could cast this Genesis Ultimatum. Maybe they whiff. Maybe. Can they even cast it? Hard to tell. The F. Wait, does that make a 1/1 Atraxa? It does. I think that's how that works. Uh-huh. Yep. What you got? Thalia, Smothering Tithe. I mean, none of this is removal. Do they play any interaction? We've got the Otawara still, which is right now castable if they attack with the dragon, but they have to attack with the dragon. And that's just a bounce. It's not the end of the world. We go to 17. I mean, what are you going to do with all this stuff? They're going to discard because they have to use their Tawara to stay alive. Oh, what a day. All right. Wake me up before you go. Get me a good card, maybe. Lauren. I guess we have to get rid of the Offspring's Revenge. Here's Lauren. Here's Bouncies. Bouncy fun time for me. Roar! Lethal attack. Should be a pretty easy block for a 1/1 Atraxa. Or you could not block. It's also an option, I guess. Come back, opponent. It's close. Who knows what your Genesis ultimatum might do? No, don't rope this out and then lose, please. Anticlimactic. Such an awesome game. Why'd you leave me? You left us. You left us. Okay. Well, I'll take it. But that game was exciting. We go first. We have no white mana. I guess we try. I guess so. Teysa Karlov. Teysa Karlov. We'll probably need big flyers to go over all the little tokens and such. Let's just use the bobble now. We might hit a ramp source. Kaya Geist Hunter. All right, there will be tokens. You, the Henge. Hopefully it comes up later, but right now it's not doing anything. The Veil. I'll just pass doing nothing. Please Thoughtseize me. Nothing. Okay. Oh. Let's play Fable. Or Elite. Fable. Give them a little goblin token to interact with. They've got a witch. Which witch? That witch. Interesting options. We have a lot of protection, but no lands. And we have a lot of ways to interfere with their hand. I think I'm going to let these ones go. Here. Yep. Let's invade Gobakon. What you got in this hand? Holy cow, no interaction. This, they have to take a turn off for a card advantage engine either way. And then they've got this big old worm coil thingamajig, which I don't have an easy way to beat. So I'm just going to take the worm coil. Because this is when they cast or copy an instant or sorcery. They don't have any. Care to trade? I might be worried about all these treasures. I'm surprised they played the witch though, because they could have played like the opportunist or something that could block this easier. All right, Surge could save our Gabo Shamo, and then they can't remove it. I think that's worth it. Prevent all damage that black and or red sources would deal to creatures you control this turn. Yeah. Kill it. We're playing Protect the Queen, and the Queen is a Goblin Shaman. A little bottlenecked on white mana. +1. Creatures you control gain Death Touch. Put a counter on a token. Okay. I'm going to hang on to Veil. Swords! Beautiful. Could save it for the commander, but I think just moving this opportunist is good. We can get Rocco down. Savior. Opponent gets a Plunderer. Ugh. It's Boopy. Another creature that they're not playing it. They're playing Teysa. And a crawling chorus. All right, they've got blockers. But they don't know about Paya. And the other thing is they don't know about Spellbinder. Smothering Dive. Sure. Take the expensive one. And take this one. Get me my invasion. Oof. And now we've got protection. Trigger, 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 trigger. Curse of Silence looking very obnoxious. Yeah, we've got the brutally obnoxious version of the deck going this particular game. Here comes Kaya. All right. If tokens would be created, you make double. And this is also a doubler. So let's see what you can do. Oh, that's a good draw. Oh! Holy cow. What just happened? What just happened? All right, they don't fly. They don't fly. It's going to be okay. What am I most afraid of coming down? Is it still the Worm Coil? All of this comes from exile too. Block, block. I don't have another white if I played this. It's kind of tricky. It's a very tricky spot. There's so many ways I want to do it. Okay, if that's it, we get to keep our original Goblin Shaman, which is wonderful.
This job's proving hard to crack.
Do I want to leave up Veil? Veil against a nasty top deck? Nah. I think what they most want to cast is actually the Oligarch, but it gets exiled on end step, so that's not the target, right? Sorry, lots of pieces. I know, I take forever. I'm gonna name the Welcome. All right, they exile the Sadistic Pilgrim, which I'm sure is a better card for them to play. And here it comes. Counter go where? We put a counter on the Thopter, it can block this turn against the Mites. Oh man, they are messing around. Guess I'll try to stay unpoisoned. Triggers, triggers, triggers. 12? My life total. I'm down to 10. Good thing I got some food. 35, huh? It's gonna be a long way. All right, let's do +1. Man, I wish that was something I could copy with Kiki Jiki. What are you doing? Draining me for more. Down to 6. Okay. I better watch it. This is getting very scary. All right, I need 4 blockers. Definitely have those. Down to 25. Good lord. Tireless Provisioner. Our opponent gets Evolving Wilds. I am very afraid. What? What's that gonna do? What's that gonna do? Die. I'm going to attack it. But I guess they're going to draw cards with it first. Or not yet? You want some? Come get some. All right, there's the -4. Is there anything I can do to make this better for me? Well, what am I giving up? Just the Thopters? How about some food? Ow! Look at the cards! Gross! All right, let's go make a copy of Spellbinder now that they've drawn those cards. I think I better gain life. That's what I'm thinking. All right, what do we got here? Gross. Everything's gross. I'm taking the Sir Conrad. That's a lot of damage. Rishkar. That can make a lot of mana. Let's go with Provisioner. Counter where? I guess we keep up the Aerial Assault. Omega Spellbinder. Go in the distance. Another 2 life, please. And we'll take that treasure. Now we play this. Make that treasure. We got a lot of foods coming in from another source. All right. Rishkar. That can make for a lot of mana. Who doesn't have a counter who needs one so I can tap you for mana? You. Now those tap for mana. If I need it. Any vigilance? Nope. This has to die. We have the means for that. Right there. This goes face. This goes face. This goes face. My goodness, this Goblin Shaman has made a lot of mana.
Ugh, looks like you're on your own now.
We get a land. And now we pass to their turn. They untap. Let's let them draw. And then let's copy the Spellbinder before they get a chance to play something in main phase. Try to figure out what their best play for the turn is and deny, or at least make it expensive. Yeah, I think it's the Seraph. Notice how we're forcing them to play everything from exile, which is giving us so many more Rocco triggers. It's awesome. Here comes the Seraph. Now we have to go a little wider in the sky because of that stupid thing. Because when it dies, what do they get? Afterlife 2, so we get like 4 creatures. Gross. All right. We're on end step. Let's go ahead and each draw. This is fun. Hooking them up with all kinds of things. The familiar, sure. Whenever a card goes into exile during my turn, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Just prioritizing the life gain so I don't die. Trigger, trigger, trigger. 13 life. Wait, do I just have this on the attack? Do they have any lifelink here? I don't think they do. All right. Squad up. How you doing? Everybody rumbles. The opponent played no interaction the whole game, unless you count Liliana. Pretty clear that they built their deck to play solitaire. Victory! Although a kind of terrifying showing from Teysa there for a turn or two. This is a protected Rocco on turn 3? Turn 2. So yeah, we keep that. Up against a Troxa, which is always scary. They usually run a good amount of removal. They might even have some right now. Turn 1 full rope for having an Avacyn's Pilgrim, huh? And a little extra somehow, some reason in combat. Awesome. Wow, they sure found the line, didn't they? Broker's Ascendancy, fun card. So do we play the Knight of Autumn? What are they going to do? They're going to play a Troxa and get counters on it. That alone is pretty bad. I hate, and I do mean it, I absolutely hate not getting to play what I want when I wanna. But that's the way it is sometimes when the opponent plays a more threatening thing than you on the play. Yep, here comes Commander, but nothing to proliferate yet. I'm sure there will be. No answer for us. Here's Skrelv, pass turn. And land, the last thing we want to see. All right, we get a counter. Let's go over to the Incubation Druid to make some mana. Seriously though, anything but land. Wicked Wolf, that will do. Unless the opponent has a counter spell. Have so much mana and so little to do with it. Our opponents return to their roping ways. I would love it if they ran out their timers, so I know the Wicked Wolf will resolve and kill Atraxa. Not much time left on there. Make sure you do this before the trigger resolves. Guess I'll keep this. I'm trying to think of an instant I could draw that I can't play, and I can't think of it, so I'm just going to attack. We'll see if I regret that. And our opponent with a complete rope out yet again. A Thoughtseize. I guess my safekeeping wasn't doing much, but we'll see if they play it. Might as well gain the 2 life and the indestructible until end of turn. Funny, now they know how to play their cards. It's only on my turn that they rope obsessively. Absence. Nom 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 nom. Actually, let's save the last one. What is it we at? 10, 14. And we exile top card, and it's pretty good. It's a Haywire Mite. That is farewell. All everything, huh? So let's eat the food. What else? Scrolls can't really do anything. We could Fateful Absence our own thing and draw. I think we hold that for Atraxa. They're just another player who likes to rope you into getting you to play your cards, and then when they have a sweeper, that's how you know they have one. Okay, Boseiju exiled. Can't channel it from there. Land drops, we be hitting. Sure. Why wouldn't they have that? All right, do they have a 1-mana card? Their deck looks too greedy for that. Imagine trying to bait me into a farewell just to get danced on by Fateful Absence. Wouldn't be me. Get out of here with your rope and bait farewell tactics. On the draw with a turn 2 Rocco using Goldhound against Sigarda, Font of Blessings. Is it angels? Is it humans? Is it both? We will see. I don't have a protection spell in hand, but I have the Spellbinder. So we have to decide here if on the draw we want to wait to deploy Rocco or not. I mean, if they just have removal, it feels so bad. But then I guess we have Guardian Project for our card advantage. Let's just get to it. Let's get to it. Let's cook. Haha! There's 7-mana Angel exiled. Love it. We need to draw land if we're going to play the Night of Autumn, though. Cultivate. Cool. Some kind of a ramp deck? We drew the land. Let's go. I'll take the free card. Bang. All right, well, what else we got? What's next? Tireless Provisioner. Nice. Although banishing light's probably going to end my fun. Borrowed time, I should say. Here it comes. I guess the counter goes here now. Rocco's time is up. All right, do we put you in command, though? Because we definitely might draw another way to blow up that borrowed time. I'm going to decline. I'm feeling risky. Gotta be you. Treasure. We try to stay aggressive as possible. I think so. Wormlets grow fast. Here comes Sigarda. Other permanents have hexproof. Balls. I think I forgot about that. Oh, they have a Thalia. And now we have a target for our hazard, but we can't do it. I guess we can attack and see what they do. First strike is a problem. First strike is a big problem. All right. Never mind. We're just going to treasure up. There's our death touch, but we need another bonus before this can attack easily. Let's play the project and try to draw our way out of this. Pretty good. Pretty good. Platinum Angel. They can't die. Well, we're gonna have to find the right cards, that's for sure. Kayla's Kindling can go face here. It's my whole turn. I hate that. I do not like it being my whole turn. But if I do it, I start exiling cards and maybe I find the burn spells I need. Might as well attack with a 3/3 Death Touch. And let's play Skrelv. We get the card draw. And we get a life gain. Let's see if Kayla's Kindling can bring us the cards we need. We're going to see a lot more cards than our opponent, but their board state's so much better. Put a +1/+1 counter in each of 2 other creatures. Didn't even know that card existed. Casual 10 in the air. 13 in the air next turn. It's going to be super mana intensive also to use the Kindling. And there's a Thalia on the board. Whoa, Thalia? Really? We want that Thalia gone if we can get it gone. Crackle with power. 1. Just 1, but it's 5 points. Okay. I choose you. Ooh, Mox Amber. Is that what we needed to get the extra point? Oh, they're gonna regret that. Oh, wait. Actually, we can only hit 1 because of the hexproof. That's fine. They can't fly. They may as well swing. Do we get a block? Oh, we don't. I was going to be very excited. All right, 7, and they still have a platinum freaking angel. Slaughter the strong. Each player chooses a number of creatures they control with total power 4 or less and sacrifices all other. Yeah, you can have that. I'll take this Uprising. Nettle Cyst. Exciting. But there's still a platinum angel and they're going to protect it. You know they are. All right, we don't block the platinum angel here because this is holding back the quartermaster. We go to 5. We do have food, so let's not forget that. Let's see what we get. There's a Terror of the Peaks. There's an Abrade. There's a dual caster mage. I mean, I think it's Terror. Terror really good, but they have a Slaughter the Strong, which is a little scary. Still, they have to blow up some of their own stuff. And the Nettle Cyst. Is that a 0/0 entering the battlefield? I think that's how that works. Chandra, though. Chandra. So I play Chandra. Kill this. I can keep my Spellbinder if they cast Slaughter the Strong. We're trying. We are trying.
You want to play with fire, huh? Stop, drop, and roll won't help you, buddy.
Care to go to 0? All I gotta do is get rid of the Platinum Angel. They also don't have life to pay to target the Terror. She's back. 5 life. They're coming in. I mean, is it this? Keep the Terror? Or is it this? Wait, they die. They die. right? Ever won a game like that before? By blocking? And we are back for the post-game wrap on Rocco Street Chef. I really enjoy this take on like Naya value. It's a bizarre deck. I think that the biggest trap of the deck is adding a bunch of high curve cards, because every time that your Rocco exiles something that you can't afford to cast, but they exile something the opponent can play, you are falling behind in value. So the low curve is something I don't see in a lot of other Rocco builds, and I think it makes all the difference. So whatever you do, whatever you change about the deck, keep the curve low. Keep a focus on generating a lot of mana and casting a lot of spells, not casting like one big spell a turn. I think that that makes a huge difference with how the deck plays out in the long term. So today is Sunday that you're watching this. Make sure that you, if you're interested in my kind of Commander adjacent content like this, please check out the Worst Possible Commander show. It's on the Covert Go Crew YouTube channel, a separate YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out before, please do. And we're like, yeah, I think that you'll like it. I expect to do more Commander content with that channel in the future. So please, I'm very proud of what the cast and I are putting together. And I don't play Rocco in that video, but I am, you know, spoiler alert, playing Rocco next week, the week after this one. And I think you'll love seeing what that card can do in Commander. It's absolutely wild. The other thing that you need to know is that on Sunday, there's a standard video on the CoolStuffInc.com YouTube channel. So make sure you check that out if you want more CGB or you miss standard. I think that the videos I do for the other channels, the Cool Stuff Inc. channel on Sundays and the MTG Arena YouTube channel on Mondays, are just as good as the ones I do here. I try to make sure that the gameplay is solid and fun, and watching those channels does support my content more than you know. I get some really lucrative paybacks on those, even more so than my own channel. It makes a big difference. So I appreciate everybody who takes the time to watch them. And I've got a contract coming up for renewal next month, so I really want it renewed. So the more of you watch those videos, the better. Thank you to everybody who checks those out. And after that, what's going on? Tomorrow is Monday. Oh, I can update you on Fast 10. If you like Fast and the Furious movies, go watch it. It's a very good installment for the series. If you don't like Fast and the Furious movies, this won't be the one that changes your mind. So do enjoy Fast 10. I still get a little weepy-eyed when I hear Wiz Khalifa. Those of you who watch Furious 7 know what I'm talking about. And as for this video, before I start crying, thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Go cook something up with Rocco Street Chef. You're cool.